How's it going, everyone? My name is Multinecroman and today I'm here to talk about how bad matchmaking really is in Season 14. I will start by saying I'm not considering myself a good player or faker. I do dumb things too, but I'm an average player. I finished Season 13 in Emerald, which I guess is decent considering I was Gold or Silver all the other seasons, but that's because I didn't actually try to get higher elo, I would just play for fun. Now here's where things take a wrong turn, because I started Season 14 with so much hope, knowing that I will not be put with little idiots in my team 24/7. So I won my first game of Season 14, I got placed into Plat 3 76 LP, which is really good to start the season on. But in 5 games of rank, I get queued with this Tam Kench. At first it does not look that bad, but... Why is he farming? What are you doing? Oh my god. So I knew something was wrong with this. The player clearly didn't know what the fuck he's doing on lane or off lane, but I completely ignored this behavior, just thinking maybe he has a bad game. We cannot know really what's going on in people's lives when we play with them, so I just assumed it's a GG game and we go next, no hard feelings. So I queued a couple more games that day, made it into Plat 2 and I ended the day right there. Next day I streamed about 6.5 hours, played a bunch of games, but guess what? In 6 hours of gameplay, 5 hours and a half I was on the red side of the map, and as we all know, since this season started, the map changed. Now on bot lane we have this amazing bush that opens up the lane even more, and there's little to no counterplay to it. You put wards, they get them off, then you get 4 people coming from behind the lane and your lane is GG for the rest of the game, because obviously if it works once, sure as hell it will work many more times. So whenever I'm on red side, I'm not an AD carry, I'm an AD companion. Taking in consideration the map has not changed since 2019, I knew I had to get used to it and find some counterplay to that, and that would be easier said than done, so I decided that 99% of my games I will play red side. If you're watching my past live streams here on YouTube, you'll notice that most of my games, if not all of them, in some streams I would only be queued to the loser side of the map, and now I wonder why. Did I do something wrong? Is it because of my honor level is 0 and this is a punishment? I don't even have one reasonable answer to this question, and I wanna ask you guys as well. Do you get to play red side most of your games? Commenting down below, it will really help me out solve some shit out. Now that you know Riot is literally opening my butt and diving in like an Olympic swimmer, they decided to add more Tam Kench-like players into my games. So in 3 days of gameplay, I've played 15 games. That means 5 games a day, which I consider pretty decent if you wanna climb and you don't wanna lose your mind or go into a lunatic hospital. But guess how many wins I had in 3 days of rank? Out of all of these 15 games, I lost 14 and I won 1 single game, which made no difference to my LP because now I'm fucking gold. And I already know what you guys will say. Get good, you suck and all of that jazz, but the thing is, I know for sure Riot is trolling my account, or as we all know, the matchmaking system in this game is fucked since the game was released. But let's take a look at my fellow summoners on the Rift, the people that should help me win, the other 4 men that are supposed to complete me in a game of League of Legends. So I will start by showing you what my supports have been like in the past few days. How can you win a game when in every single goddamn match I'm queued with people like this? And I don't say this because I think I'm good, but let's be brutally honest here. It's unplayable, unwinnable, call it however you want. To be on the red side of the map and your support dies 6 times in 3 minutes the same way, he must be a bot. Literally, beginner bots would have noticed that and they would have at least correct that mistake by a little. But my human Lux decided it is impossible for the enemy team to do the same shit shit all over again until the lane was completely fucked and misfortune was too hitting everyone in our team. Now obviously out of frustration, as any league player would have done, I started throwing shit at my looks, swearing at them, making them feel bad, but they also made me feel bad because we lost the game and 30 minutes of my life I will never get back. So basically I got banned. And now with the new penalty system you get to play 5 unranked games to be able to queue rank again, which is not a bad thing considering how many toxic people like myself play this game, right? But how can you not get mad when you are losing your time and energy just to witness dumb fucks like this every 4 games out of 5? You lash out at some point and the game rewards you with more pain. I know that being toxic helps literally no one and the player will still be garbage and you will still lose the game, but at the time when you're in game with them and this anger gets to you, or at least it gets to me, and the voices in my head win and I start flaming. So now I'm rank banned. I play my normals, I did my job, let's queue rank again, where I win 16 LP and lose 40 because my jungler cannot do Drake or because they can't actually play the game. And when I say they can't play the game, they literally can't because they don't know the game. And now you may ask yourself how people in plat, gold, elo don't know the game. Most of these people been playing the game and they are level 500 plus on their accounts. They've been playing this garbage game for years, and yesterday I got an answer to this question. The answer is simple. Riot puts fresh level 30 accounts their first game of rank in Plat 4 Elo. This is what happened to me yesterday. I was chilling playing Ezreal, I was happy he got buffed, and finally I can play a champion on bot lane and not have the game one-sided every single goddamn game. But then as we jump into the game, my Jax jungler types this, which is very questionable. We all know what invades are, right? We all use that term, but I was feeling positive and I let that slide. And also keep in mind, I am still chat banned, I cannot talk to this guy. So the game goes on, we invade, I have a really good start, the enemy team is filled with monkeys, I get a really good advantage and I try to keep it that way until my Jax types this, go Drake. And he kept pinging the Drake, my support went there, I was waiting for him to come as well, and then I would just join too, but my guy was doing wolves, while my support was literally losing experience just because he trusted the jungler. And now is the second time I let Jax slide with this bunubu behavior and I tried to focus on my lane until he decided to be completely honest with us and type this. At this point I completely gave up, I didn't care about the game, because no matter what I did, my mid was dogshit, Singe was garbage and I couldn't move on the map, and my jungler just admitted he doesn't know how to jungle. So the game was over, so I just won 16 LP last game to lose it all because of terrible matchmaking. Now to put a cherry on top of things, he wasn't moving, he treated League like a chatting game and suddenly he got system muted. He must have wrote something so cruel that Riot said, nobody go back to your friends, you ain't typing this shit today. So long story short, obviously we lost the game, there was no chance for me to recover the whole team, but then I just went on his op.gg. This guy is on his second game of rank ever, he just hit level 30 a day ago. His first rank game was Timo in Plat 4 Elo with 0-9 because of the obvious skill gap, and there I am on his second game where he's playing jungle because he said hell nah bruh, I'm not going top again because I'm bad. And let's test other lanes as well, yeah, maybe I'm better at jungle, and he goes 212 plus system muted, and this guy to this day, he's not rank banned for 5 games just like I was, he's not chat muted because if we look at his op.gg now, he yet played another Timo top where he was miserable. So he's cruising to plat gold elo testing champs and lanes because he does know shit about the game, and it's totally understandable. You just hit level 30, you wanna go rank games because normals are nothing but practice. But how a fresh account could be put in his first game of rank with plat 4 people when his average day-to-day normals have iron 1 or iron 2 maximum elo at most, and he's also losing all of these games with very negative scores. So let's ask a quick question to ourselves right now. Who is in the wrong here? Is it this Jax for trying to play the game as it's supposed to be played, like Q normals till 30, you get a bit of knowledge and then you just jump into rank games, but not with level 600, 700 players, plat 4, that play this game since it was released. The only people to blame for this bullshit happening, it's Riot Games, the worst company there is. They don't care about the game whatsoever. For 6 years years we didn't see anything new in this garbage ass game. Same game modes, rotations, the map was the same, item changes slightly but not really, and they're pumping skins like it's Hail Mary on a cruise ship. And guess what? After I saw this yesterday, I got into digging a bit more into my games, and the reason I have 30% win rate is because I know I'm a decent player, I can play it, I know what I'm doing and what I have to do. But the reason is because most of my games, first of all, I'm on red side, and second of all, I'm being matched with level 30s. You remember the time catch I was talking about at the start of this video? Well, guess what? He was a freshie too, brother. He didn't know shit about League, but he played in plat elo, ruining the game for other 4 people. So the conclusion of this video is to check your game before you play. Get an app that shows you what elo your teammates are, like U.GG or Professor or anything like that, to check your teammates and dodge if you see you have people like this Jax or Tam Kench in your games, because you only enroll yourself into a pit full of darkness and there's barely any light to the end of it. Thank you so much guys for listening to me and watching this video, it really means a lot to me. And for Riot Games I also have a message: kill yourself